This is the best wireless PC VR headset on the market right now. This is the Play for Dream MR, and it has officially retired my Quest 3. And yeah, I know that's gonna ruffle some feathers, but stick around. My name is MartydudeVR, and I'm about to show you exactly why this near 8K Micro OLED beast has completely transformed my PC VR gaming experience. This isn't another VR headset review. This is about the future of wireless PC VR. And trust me, you need to hear this. Alrighty, let's get nerdy for a hot minute because these specs are absolutely insane. 27 million pixels, let that sink in. We're talking micro OLED displays pushing 3552 by 3840 per eye. That's a total 8K resolution that'll make your eyeballs weep tears of joy. These aren't your standard LCD or QLED panels either. Micro OLED means perfect blacks, incredible contrast, and colors so vibrant, they practically leap off the screen. The pancake lenses recently got boosted from 103 degrees to 108 degrees field of view, and let me tell you, that extra real estate makes a huge difference for immersion. I personally measured 90 degrees vertical FOV and 110 degrees horizontal FOV. That horizontal FOV is literally the best I've ever experienced in a VR headset to this date, period. But here's where it gets pretty crazy. This thing runs a full Android OS powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chip. We're working with some serious, and I mean serious power here. We're talking complete Google Play access through side-loaded Aurora Store APKs. You want to run some emulators? Done. Custom apps? You got it. Hell, I even read manga and webtoons on mine all the time. I can even check Discord on it. This isn't some lockdown ecosystem, it is your VR playground. Open, customizable, it's yours. The automatic IPD adjustment handles anywhere from 51mm to 78mm. So pretty much everyone is covered by the headset. The Play for Dream MR also has built-in eye and hand tracking. The eye tracking is mad useful for foveated rendering in games like Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And that built-in 5060 milliamp an hour battery charges fast with 30-watt power delivery and gives you some serious playtime. Now, if you're playing PC VR, it does drain pretty quickly with all this power, but I got multiple power solutions we'll cover later. This headset also has onboard audio. The speakers are really bassy and loud, and the onboard mic isn't that bad. Here, listen to it. All right, this is an audio test with the Play for Dream mixed reality headset. Actually pretty good. You don't really catch a lot of, peaking or anything like that. Even if I clap, it goes through really well. It's pretty good mic, pretty decent. Not bad, right? And something I haven't even mentioned yet with all these crazy specs is the outstanding color pass-through. It's customizable, crystal clear, and honestly looks quite a bit better than my Quest 3's pass-through. I was genuinely impressed when I first tried it. But now we have to address the elephant in the room, and that is price. This headset costs a whopping $2,000 US with a no refund policy that's gonna scare a lot of people away. Personally, I'm not a fan of the no refund policy, but different countries have different consumer practices, I guess. Silver lining though, if something's defective with your headset, you can get your money back. And for that $2K, you're getting a complete package, which includes controllers, a protective headset cover, and a nice power brick with dual connectors for both the headset and the controllers to charge. Look, quality does not come cheap. As somebody who's reviewed a lot of PC VR headsets, I know. And this review is going to show you exactly what that quality looks like at that price. The build quality, premium all the way. This is one sleek looking VR headset. Up front, you've got 11 cameras, 7 different sensors, and 22 infrared LEDs. It's essentially like wearing the future, but on your face. The mixed reality dial on top lets you seamlessly switch between mixed reality and virtual environments, while the camera button handles power and spatial video capture. Design-wise, it's giving me some serious Quest Pro vibes, and that's a huge compliment because I actually really love that headset. But we have to be real about comfort because this is where a lot of high-end PC VR headsets fall flat. And that includes this one, sadly. The Play for Dream MR weighs in at 650 grams, which sounds very heavy on paper, but the weight distribution is so well balanced that it actually feels lighter than it actually is. With all that being said, I have to keep it 100 with you. The stock face gasket, it's not good. It's very uncomfortable, especially if you got a Western face shape. You're definitely gonna wanna mod this thing for comfort, but here's a silver lining. You can slap on a Gorilla clutcher strap or even mod a Bobo VR strap with a B100 battery pack and you're suddenly in comfort heaven. We're talking 2 to 3 hour game marathons, flight sims, absolutely no sweat. And if you use the right Bobo strap, you even got a fan on top. Big shout out to VR Gamer Dude because he inspired this beautiful monstrosity of a setup. I do have some good news though. Play for Dream has a Western face gasket in the works. That might have a surprise for y'all real soon. For now though, there's a Quest 2 style face gasket you can easily 3D print that literally saved this headset for me. The link for that and the video for that is in the description below. Other than the face gasket issue, the build quality feels premium throughout. My only other wish is a hinge mechanism for different head positions because that would have literally been one of the saving things for this headset. Software is where the Play for Dream MR absolutely destroys the competition. Remember that Android OS I mentioned earlier? It's not just a gimmick, it's really a game changer. Being able to sideload Android apps is straight up elite. As someone who grew up on jailbreaking Android phones just to run emulators, this really spoke to my soul. It breathes so much life and just new experiences into the headset. You get customizable pass-through with adjustable resolution and frame settings. You want crystal clear pass-through for mixed reality? Well then crank it up. Need to preserve some battery? Dial it back. The choice is absolutely yours. You can even drop the headset from 4K to 2K to save rendering power. Color settings are also easily adjustable too, making this one of the most customizable headsets I've ever used. Also, setting up hand and eye tracking is dead simple, and it translates beautifully to games supporting foveated rendering like Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. With that being said though, I did hear it doesn't play too nice with VR chat, so if you're a VR chatter, and you might be out of luck. But I must say that I'm not a VR chatter, but people who are VR chatters in Discord confirmed it. For standalone games, the library definitely needs some love and TLC. You won't find classes like Beat Saber there yet, but this is a brand new headset, so I'm not really surprised. I am hoping that developers take advantage of all this power and really show us something special on this headset. But with how small the ecosystem is, I do see that taking a little while. Watching videos on the Play for Dream MR though, I was never really into spatial videos, but seeing them at these insane resolutions with wide FOVs really made me a believer. I've watched entire movies using Streamio and I was really comfortable. There's also 4XR available. I haven't tried it myself, but the APK is in the Discord. The system itself is very stable, responsive, and just highly customizable. No weird compatibility issues, no monthly updates, breaking PSVR, it just works. And when you combine that with monster mode, you really got the best of both worlds. So what is monster mode? Here's the not so secret sauce that puts this headset in a league of its own. Monster mode. Guy Golden, who's the creator of Virtual Desktop, and his team created this mode specifically for the Play for Dream mixed reality headset. What it does is basically unlock the headset's full resolution for wireless PC VR. While Monster Mode is meant for RTX 5090s, it runs beautifully, and I mean beautifully, on my RTX 4090. Monster Mode delivers full resolution wireless PC VR that almost is identical to wired PC VR, and I mean that. Playing Half-Life Alyx wirelessly with visuals so crisp, you'll forget that there's no cable. Yes, the latency is slightly higher than godlike mode, but we're talking milliseconds that really depend on your router. On my Wi-Fi 6 setup, it's barely noticeable. Compression artifacts are minimum, even though it's pushing my 4090 pretty hard. The visual fidelity is just chef's kiss. It's amazing, and I really like it. I've tested this extensively with demanding games like Contractors, Half-Life Alyx, No Man's Sky, and even Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. The experience is just buttery smooth. It's nothing else like it right now that I've experienced on the market. This is honestly what next level wireless PC VR was always supposed to be in my mind. The gaming experience is honestly another spot where the Play for Dream MR truly shines. Those micro OLED displays deliver jaw-dropping visuals, the contrast, the color accuracy, the sharpness, everything just really clicks in terms of gaming. I've tested a ton of games, but Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 absolutely blew my mind. After avoiding Flight Sim for years, the Play for Dream MR made me a believer. The view is insane. I can read diodes without prescription inserts thanks to the built-in diopter adjustments. And even with the graphics cranked up, I maintained a solid FPS thanks to the foveated rendering. And I was genuinely surprised with how well it ran, considering I was really pushing the graphics. I'll be honest, I never understood the Flight Sim hype, but I genuinely get it now. Flying over different countries in this headset was just pure zen. Like I felt at peace. It was just a peaceful experience that I didn't know I needed. Because I'll be honest with you guys, life has been rough this past year. I'm gonna be honest. And I think when I get moments where I can just relax, throw on a headset, and escape for a little while, I really enjoy it. It's funny because this headset's gonna cost me more money because now I need a holder setup because this thing really got me hooked on Flight Sim. Other than that though, the other games that I play, like Contractors was my favorite shooter on the market, runs great. Like I did have tracking issues here and there, but I also have a very bright studio light. So content creators, you've been warned, this doesn't play too well with those really bright studio lights. So if you're going to be recording gameplay, you might want to use something that's not as intrusive to the Play for Dream MR. And before we get to the final verdict, we do have to talk about one more accessory that Play for Dream sent me, and it is the Dream Box. This little device lets you stream anything that you plug into it, whether it be a PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch 2, to your headset. If you ever use those AR glasses, it's really similar to that, but the screen you get for this can be resized and it can be huge. It's also a 4K ultra clear display, actually 6 DOF, which is awesome. So instead of spending $400 or $500 on some AR glasses, you can literally get this and hook it up to your Play for Dream MR. It even works with Android, iOS systems, Linux, Windows, and really anything that you can think of. And what's also nice is that you don't even have to plug it into the headset. All you gotta do is make sure it's charged and just plug the HDMI or the USB-C into whatever you're trying to connect. And it literally doesn't even touch your headset, it connects wirelessly. I played Gran Turismo on the Dreambox, also played my Switch 2. Mario Kart definitely hit and I had a lot of fun. And I would genuinely recommend this to anybody who has a Play for Dream MR because it literally beats out all my other AR glasses that I have used. And I also have to give it to them, the software is actually pretty optimized, so bravo. So who should buy this headset? Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're talking $2,000, $2,000 whole dollars with a no refund policy. That's some serious money to invest into a company that a lot of you guys may not be familiar with. But I'll say this as somebody who's been using this headset for the past month and a half. If you're serious about wireless PC VR and want the absolute best experience available right now, the Play for Dream MR is truly it. I've really loved this headset. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but here's what sets it apart from the competition. This company actually listens. They act on user feedback. Shout out to my guy Marvin in the PFD Discord. This is the most community engagement I've ever seen from a VR company, maybe outside of Bigscreen Beyond. As a reviewer and as a customer, feeling like you're being heard really, and I mean it really matters, especially when you're dropping $2,000. So I'll sum up my points to this. This headset is for you if visual quality is non-negotiable, if you want an open Android ecosystem where there's no walled gardens and you can do literally, and I mean quite literally, whatever you want. If you really enjoy some good mixed reality and enhances your workflow, yes. And if you're ready for next level wireless PC VR, without many or any compromises, then get a Play for Dream mixed reality headset. The bottom line is this is for VR enthusiasts who want premium everything and are willing to pay for it. It's a serious, and I mean a serious upgrade from the Quest 3. I haven't touched my Quest 3 in months. All right guys, that's the full breakdown. What do you think? Is the Play for Dream MR worth the premium price for next level wireless PC VR? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this review helped you out, smash that like button and subscribe. We're pushing hard, and I mean pushing hard towards 20,000 subscribers. And every single one of you legends matter. Thank you so much for the support. You guys have been showing out this summer. I've gained a lot of new fans, and I do appreciate all of you. But that's till next time. It's been your boy MartydudeVR, and remember, I'm just a dude with a VR headset. Peace.